Go ahead. Lead us. I don't know.
Why is Ethan so good at it?
I love y'all here. I love what y'all are doing. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Cruisin the Planet. I'm your host here, Ethan. We are bringing it with me today. Three lovely co-hosts. Mm-hmm. One sec, all of my settings are being adjusted.
I don't like how hesitant he is
there
about
it is.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm joined again with
Taylor, Shay,
And Carly.
we almost were able to keep Taylor off of the show, but she insisted.
Yes.
She had something she needed to tell everyone. So go ahead, Taylor.
I did.
Tell everybody what you needed to tell us.
I do.
What did I need to tell you? Can I have a hint?
No.
No.
You got to figure it out off your own. We're starting with games early, people.
Ooh, can you come back to me?
Sure, we'll come back
I'll
to
think
you.
about it. I'll come up with something.
I'll talk
Ooh.
about my...
Okay, I already came up with something.
Come back to me.
Okay, you
Do you
want me
wanna-
to, do you want me to hold it? Yeah, I can hold it.
Go
You
ahead.
can.
Go ahead.
I joined a handbell choir.
Yes.
Oh.
I was
Thank
hoping
you.
that was your news.
Thank you. I knew I had something.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.
So, a handbell choir.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
off of New Girl?
I haven't seen New Girl.
What
I
is
know
that?
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
New
You
Girl
of all
reference.
people
I'm
haven't seen
sorry.
New Girl.
You would love that, Taylor.
Taylor,
Really?
no,
Yeah.
Taylor, you are the girl.
Yeah, you are.
Really are.
You're Jessie from New Girl, 100%.
It's Jess, not Jessie.
Jess?
It's just.
All right, y'all call
Unfortunately,
me Jess.
Shay had to step away from the mic. I'm kidding, you're back.
I was
Okay.
fixing to
For your
fight.
shade, do
I
nothing.
saw your elbows came up.
But it's the bells you hold on to when they're big and you like flick your wrist and it's like
Yeah.
dong.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
And
yeah,
we-
that's
They
it.
big.
Then
They
yeah.
played like Eye the Tiger with it or something.
Yeah, they did.
That's awesome. It's like for Christmas, so we're learning like Christmas. Things.
Boring. You should learn
It's
rock
fun.
music.
There's like so many techniques. Like you like flick your wrist and you can swing it backwards like a pendulum kind of thing, and that's like
Wow.
in your music. And then there's some where you like hit it and then it's like a little zigzag in the a little zigzag in the air, and you can like dampen it on your chest or like the
If you're gonna
special
come in here
table.
and beat up my set, there's no more coming in here. You
She's got the
understand?
rock star energy. She joined a choir,
Yeah.
Ethan. Let her get
Yeah.
it out.
A bell choir, handbell choir.
handbell choir.
Gotta give it.
The only choir I've been good at.
The only choir that matters.
I picked an instrument for a reason, y'all. My vocal cords ain't it.
No, I talk for a living now, or at least I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I've had a couple more of those auditions, and they just haven't turned out.
Oh.
It's weird.
It's good practice.
It is good practice, actually. I sent the thing to my mom, and she was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "Ugh."
The Spanish ones?
Yeah. We won't explain that any further. We have like 7 things we have to talk about this
Nice.
week.
Ooh, topics.
So, first off, the drive-in, as we've talked about the last couple episodes, has a new double feature over this weekend. The Goonies
Nice.
and Beetlejuice.
Yes.
I loved
I love
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
I
I
do
know that everyone loves Beetlejuice. It's
Mhm.
their favorite.
Yep.
They don't love it because of like the struggle of the story or like the tragic scene. I'm pretty sure you all love it for the worm scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My roommate loves
That
it.
and the table scene. Shake, shake.
Yeah.
Only thing. Yeah.
Senora.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I remember watching that as a kid. I had no idea what was happening, but it was
Mm.
so entertaining.
So good.
So-
I saw it so long ago that I entirely forgot the opening where they like crash off
Yeah.
the bridge and like die. Like it's
Oh.
tragic
Yeah,
and
it's kind
terrible.
of jarring when you're like, haha, funny Beetlejuice, and then you open it and there's death immediately. You're like,
dang.
Yeah, it's like,
Hmm.
oh, a cute, beautiful little
I really
town.
don't
They have
remember.
this like
Really
this
nice
house up on the
house.
hill. They're like an adorable couple, and they just like, and they drowned, and they're dead.
oh, Beetlejuice spoilers for the first 5 minutes.
For the
of this
first
movie.
5
Yeah.
minutes
Oh,
of a
yeah.
1980s classic. My aunt, Cindy, hates whenever I say, but one day I like turned to my mom and I was like, hey mom, you know who Cindy looks like? She goes, what? I go, the main actress from Beetlejuice, the mom character. And she was like, don't you dare, don't
Please.
you tell nobody.
Dang.
She literally does. It's the hair.
Your mom only said that because she was like, you're right,
Mhm.
but that knowledge cannot get out, please.
I had the same situation. I had a friend who really loved ranch but hated mayonnaise, and so I just couldn't tell them that like.
Please leave that alone.
Interesting.
You make ranch out of mayonnaise.
I can't stand ranch, so no.
Yeah, you do it. You add milk to it and seasoning packets. That's how it's made.
It's really nice being on the podcast
What?
this week, guys.
I
To see
only
you.
eat mayonnaise on hamburgers. But,
What?
But not hamburgers I make. Hamburgers like from fast food places.
That's like literally so backwards. If you're the one who's making the burger, you get to add the mayonnaise.
You would think.
Yeah,
But
that's what I do think.
if y'all haven't realized, I'm not the normalest person around.
That sentence proves the point.
Not the normalest person. I love it. I love it.
So if anyone who wants to go into the drive-in this weekend, you have, from the time of release, like 24 hours to get all of your ducks in a row and head out there. But again, it's like $12 a car, right?
Something like that. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
It's really good.
And we've been handing out tickets for a free entire
Yeah.
carload.
Carloads.
Here, I've got some family. Here, I have some copy points for the Brazos Drive-In Theater Car Pass. Family owned. I stole this, by the way. I just pulled it off of the set.
This is
we're
not mine.
We're currently in 90.5 KTRL, where Taylor and I do hosting in the afternoons. The gates are open an hour and 15 minutes before dusk. You can call ahead at 817-537-1311 for showtimes, or head over to facebook.com Brazos Drive-In. These shows are on Friday and Saturday nights, so you have even less time from the release of this. It has been family owned and operated in Granbury since 1952. I wasn't even born then. Wow.
Really?
I know, right? I know so much, and yet,
Were you even
Wow.
a thought back then?
oh yeah,
You were.
the devil had plans.
I've been contemplated.
They were really worried when I should show up because they knew I'd cause a scene. It needed to be in a time when everyone was like not paying attention. So 99, the greasiest year for cameras.
I'm a 99 baby.
Every film that came out in 99, like all of the art was just the Photoshop, like, what is it? Bloom effect.
Oh yeah.
Every single poster for a sci-fi film,
Mhm.
which is like the only film that never really is a real film. It's like rom-coms, there's documentary, nothing. Texas Commitment Care Kits are still available at the front desks of your respective college. These are the COVID-19 kits. They're available at the Student Center or in Waco at the MAC building in room 101, or in Fort Worth, you can head over to Suite 318. These are little clear baggies, right?
Yeah, they're
For-
clear drawstring bags. They've got
Mhm.
some goodies in there. Some hand sanitizer, a really nice mask. I'm not wearing it this week, so can't model it.
Right.
It's
a little
and then
bit
like some
thick.
like sanitary
thick.
wipes.
Yeah.
It's a real thick mask. Heads
Yeah.
up for those humid days. Have y'all? I wanted to like throw a quick question
Okay.
to the audience. Have y'all experienced any situation where the masks and like weather causes a different
Yes.
Yes.
entire
Yes.
breathing
It
situation?
feels like it's sticking to you.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
swimming while walking sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
God, it's so. Ugh.
So humidity, obviously
Yeah.
bad.
It was cold a while back to
Mhm.
me. I mean, not cold, but like I caught a little chill.
That one week that it got cold right
Yes.
before it
Yeah.
turned
And I
90
had-
degrees.
Yes.
for
I had
this
a
whole week.
cloth mask on,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, but like my face is warm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to winter time.
No, yeah.
It's coming next week because I think next
Y'all-
Tuesday is supposed to be
Yeah.
40,
Yeah, I know.
Finally.
I'm excited. Bringing out my sweaters.
Yeah.
but raining.
I gotta bring my
Yeah.
scarf. I could wear my big.
Mhm.
You know my scarf and my big jacket.
Yes.
The one
Yeah.
at McDonald's when those people in the truck yelled at me. I literally can't talk about it on the podcast.
Okay.
I'll
think I
tell
know
y'all.
what you're talking
I'll tell y'all
about,
right
yeah.
afterwards.
We'll just imagine it being great.
No, it's real derogatory. It was wild. I was like, me of all people, and I looked down. I was like, I guess, based on what I'm wearing. I wanted to ask, how are events going? Because we have two events that we're going to talk about, aside from those care kits, which you can get like throughout the entire week. Every single day, you can go in and ask for one. So I'm not saying like rack up on a couple of masks, but if you're low on supply and you need a mask, they're not the most comfortable though, so you might not do that. We had an event last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which Midnight S'mores?
Yes.
I was there.
You were there, I was there, but why was the entire like campus population, student body population there as well?
So
Because there was food.
Lance actually brought up an
Mhm.
interesting point of due to COVID, nothing has been going on.
Mhm.
Nothing's been available. So as soon as they're like, hey, there's this event, people who would regularly be like, no, I'm doing other stuff. I'm going here. I'm going there. Or like,
They
oh
aren't
my God,
doing
something to do. Something to do. And
Yeah.
they
That
run
was
to
last
it.
night with the drag show. That's the reason I didn't
Yeah.
get to get in.
I
I
went
wanted, I
virtual,
wanted
yeah.
to give you a moment. Go ahead, Shay.
Like,
Talk to us about the event, top to bottom.
I can't talk to you. I wasn't there.
No. You had moments of like entry. You were building up to it. You were telling me about this like last week.
Yeah.
You like turned to me. You're like, they got a drag show.
I know.
I know.
I was like, all right.
So me, my roommate, and our 2 friends were gonna come. We were on our way to the student center, just walking, and then this girl was like, "If you're going over there, it's already full to capacity." And we saw this like big group of people just walk out. I'm like, and then we were like, "Okay, we'll go home and watch Masked Singer because we do that every Wednesday."
Mm.
That wasn't on,
Oh,
Aw.
so I was like, "Fine."
Dang.
There was a virtual version of the drag show thing, but the really fun part was the host, Miss Christy Waters. She would be talking, could hear her crystal clear, and then as soon as she walked away, we really couldn't hear the music. But there was closed captioning, so we were
Okay.
kind of singing the music. We were like, "This is what dreams are made of," and a drag queen is absolutely like doing the most,
absolutely
serving
killing
everything,
it.
and we're sitting there like, "Hey now, like in a community kitchen." It was horrible.
Cause you're in traditions, right?
Yeah, we
Those
went down
big
to
traditions kitchens.
we went to the kitchen and hooked it
Yeah.
up to the TV, and we were watching her with no sound, and I was like,
Oh no.
"Yeah, dude, do it."
All 40 people in that room are killing her right now. You were talking about some other part. No, let's finish off the s'mores event before we
Oh.
open too many jars. Get too many
Frogs are good now.
Get too many clams in here. Get a jar of clam. Never mind.
Whatever.
S'mores.
Yeah, the s'mores
S'mores.
event was crazy.
Yeah.
They ran out of it was midnight s'mores for people who
Yeah.
like weren't familiar
But
with
it
it.
starts at 10.
It starts at
Yes.
10, goes to midnight,
Right.
and it's midnight s'mores. 30 minutes they ran out of s'mores.
Oh wow.
It was way too many people.
There were
I
so
got
many.
there just in time.
They were so many people. They were.
Mhm.
There were. There was
Yeah.
so many people at the event that it was difficult just to figure out where the station was because y'all had pulled up
Yeah.
behind the parking garage.
They had us positioned right behind the president's house.
Yeah.
So we were like in his garage area,
Uh-huh.
and we were just sitting there, and they were like, "Hey, where are you?"
Yeah,
and
like
it was the only line of people.
Yeah.
I
they-
was-
Around the booths, like where they had food, it was like
Mhm.
circles of people.
mhm.
Yeah, I went over there and I was like, "Where are they? I can't find them."
Yeah. It was insane to see so many people going to an event which historically has like a pretty normal like come and go, like a flow of people. We got there at 10,
Yeah.
like 10,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was already there.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't, I'll tell you, because I was there the entire time.
Yeah.
It really did not
Slow
die.
down whatsoever.
It only started dying at like when they fully ran out of everything, and
Mhm.
the people, like the
Yeah.
people who were hosting the event themselves, started picking up and moving
Mm.
tables out.
Yeah.
Then some people left, but we were still there. So I had like a group in front of us. They were still dancing. Like people were just desperate to like be
Do
out.
something.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a level of like I want to look up cabin fever real fast.
Oh,
If y'all
yep.
want to talk about what Lance was saying of like there have been no other events.
There hasn't been anything like you got to think like football games and stuff
No.
would have already been in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
There haven't been
True.
there hasn't been any of that. I'm not familiar with Tarleton's bar scene and how they're doing with. I know some bars were like prohibited from opening up and stuff.
They can open now.
They can open now. Well, I'm sure during the day there's not as much bar activity and stuff.
Probably not.
But there's just nothing else to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right on campus. You can walk to it. It's free.
I've had a thought that everyone is experiencing cabin fever
I will second that.
because here it is, right here. We're gonna get a little real for a sec. So
Okay.
anyone who doesn't want to participate, you're allowed to leave. That goes for the audience. You can skip ahead 15 minutes. These are the symptoms for cabin fever: decreased motivation, difficulty waking, food cravings, frequent napping, hopelessness, lack of patience,
Targeting.
lethargy, sadness or depression,
Online shopping.
trouble concentrating. Coping mechanisms.
Oh no.
Online shopping.
Eating. Yeah, shopping for.
Use your
Um,
brain. I'm reading the
no,
bullet
yeah,
points as you go through.
Coping mechanisms: get out of the house.
Setting
we're not
goals.
allowed to. Maintain normal eating patterns. That one's very important. Taylor? Taylor?
That COVID weight is very real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard a lot
quarantine
about that. I purchased a door frame pull-up bar simply to combat it.
Nice.
Just to like, I literally just
Yeah.
hang there, and I just like hang around, and I'm like listening to my stuff.
Nice. I got a yoga mat.
That'll do it.
I
Used it like 3 times.
Yoga's fun. I
It
took
is
that
fun.
class
Yoga
last
is
It's
year.
good.
hard.
Yoga's crazy.
I know
it's
we're
a
always like,
workout.
haha, yoga, but then you start doing it and you're like,
Yes.
no, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
My heart.
I had
Yeah.
to take it as a class last year.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
well,
fun.
here's one of them. Exercise. I think the hardest one is use your brain. Something to stimulate your mind other than a distraction. I recommend puzzles only because I recently bought a
Oh,
big
yeah.
like lighthouse puzzle. It's 1,000 pieces.
I did
Yeah.
a lot of puzzles.
I
Uh,
read.
Reading's good. Personally, I would say that everyone is experiencing a little bit of cabin fever. And so everyone, mostly on campus, is like looking, just like craving something to do, even more so than standard. Because last year, it was very obvious that like certain groups were like getting in trouble and whatnot because there's not a ton to do around town.
Mm-hmm.
But step one, listen to the podcast. You can find something to do in and around Stephenville. Other than that, if you, why is everyone just looking at the chat? Quit that. All
'Cause we
three
saw
of
you
Put
you.
it
looking
up
at
on-
the chat.
You put it up there.
What are they saying?
It's Cole. She says she missed the drag show too. Franny face. Do we know it's recorded somewhere?
It was
I
it was streamed, so maybe somebody has it. They might post like a video. I
Head
don't
over
know,
to
though.
piratebay.com. There, you should be able to illegally download whatever you need.
Yep.
That'll get you in trouble. I know a guy who got in trouble for doing that. I can't say his name because he's still in trouble.
Oh my god,
I bet
it's
it was you.
ongoing.
No,
I know
No.
this. Oh, dude.
it wasn't me.
Right. What were we talking about? I already forgot.
Cabin
Fever.
Cabin fever.
Mm.
Cabin fever. And why s'mores was such a hit.
Yeah, so I think everyone's experiencing a bit of cabin fever. And like Lance was talking about, we got a lot of groups who are not doing what they'd normally do, but everyone is still under the same workload. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people on social media and Twitter yelling, follow us on Twitter, KXDR 100.7 The Planet. I've noticed a lot of people, all of Shay's cool graphics are on there.
There's a really nice video currently.
Oh,
There is too.
That's probably my favorite so far.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's good.
Oh,
fantastic.
Once I found the wood chipper noise, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Just the crunch.
Go to
Nice.
Twitter to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
We'll link it in the podcast so you can
Warning.
you can listen.
Children are consumed.
No children are harmed during the making of that video.
Lies.
No one was harmed. My hand was okay. That's it. Secret behind the. My hand was empty when I did it.
Yeah.
My hand was empty when I filmed it.
Keep
Yep.
telling yourself that.
Keep. Quit putting post-it notes on my desk, both of you. I have to do work there.
It's not us.
It's the aliens.
It's the alien,
The aliens.
your bro, and then it's the babies.
We got some new promo items in at the station. They're these little tiny glow in the dark aliens.
They're so cute.
There's
they're-
like 6 versions of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're my
Yeah.
new
Aw.
favorite
6 little
thing that's ever
characters.
been put on this earth.
Oh, they're adorable.
real cute kids. Love them to death. Little rascals. I ate one
Tastes
of
great.
them. I ate one of them for a video. That's what we're all referring to.
Oh, yeah.
You can go see that on our Twitter account. At KXTR 100.7 The Planet. Let's finish up the thing about the s'mores. I have more things to talk about.
Cabin fever.
Everyone has cabin
We keep
fever,
going
so
back.
everyone keeps looking for something to do, and I think it's causing the this sort of heightened need to go to social events. I've noticed a lot of people, even when we did our oh no, that was with Rissa. When Rissa and I had an event yesterday morning where we were just out and about for people to like swing by and listen to music, spin the wheel for promo items. The people who showed up were like looking for an excuse to talk. We had 2 of the lunch people from Sodexo come in, 2 of the workers like spin. They just like need a little conversation. I had an officer come up to me and was just like, "Great music," and I was like,
Aw.
"What?" So I'm standing behind 2 giant
Yeah.
speakers. But I definitely think that what we talked about early on, because we had a conversation about this early on, like what do we predict
Yeah.
to be like affecting people? And I think the introverts are doing terrible because the extroverts are stuck inside and they're being problems.
I was just about to say, I think it's getting really interesting because all the extroverts are like, what am I supposed to do just sitting here? Like, they're going insane. The introverts were like, this is perfect for me. But as somebody who's like super introverted, even I'm kind of like, I'm like itching to do something, you know?
I enjoy going to Walmart now.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
oh my god, we go shopping and I'm like, this is the greatest thing that's happened to
Oh,
me
yeah.
all week. Like
It's
going
something to
grocery
do.
shopping, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
life.
It's
Yeah.
something to do, like outside.
It's a big deal now.
Oh, yeah, I got emotional looking at HEB's sushi because I was like, somebody else made that for me. Like, because I haven't had like a home cooked meal from like a mom or something. So like, I'm not well,
Are
Lethan.
you okay?
I'm not well. But no, but it's like when you're socially like away from everybody, you
Yeah,
start
you're
looking at stuff
isolated.
in a way different way. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
normally you'd be like, this food from this place, but you're like, somebody made this for me.
Uh-huh.
A different human interacted with this,
I'm
and
re- I'm-
therefore I'm
Okay.
interacting with that human.
That's hilarious.
I am very glad that y'all are taking this on the appreciatory route because there's a whole nother group of people out there who've gone the other way of like, I'm having a rough time. This should be perfect.
Oh no.
And like it's
yeah.
terrible. Let me as a fry cook, let me tell
I was
you.
gonna say you work at a
We
food
got
place.
some
That's
Yeah.
probably
we got
terrible.
some choosy people coming in. Most of them are fine. That's the issue though. What is it? It's like 20% of your employees or 20% of your customers will give you 80% of your problems.
Yep.
Like it ain't that many. But when they show up, they show up.
When it is a problem, it's a problem.
Oh yes. Yes indeed. So, aside from all of that we're talking about, like everyone's having a bad time and whatnot, we have 2 events.
Yay.
2 more things for people to go to.
Nice.
There is a carnival and a haunted house event on Stephenville,
On Stephen.
on top of the city of Stephenville,
At Tarleton.
It'll be
at
hovering.
Tarleton. It'll be up in the air so that it's socially distanced. There is a carnival Tuesday, the 27th of this month, and a haunted house Thursday, the 29th. So you'll have just enough time to recover from the carnival to be able to go to the haunted house.
Yes.
However, Shay, I think you told me this right before we hopped in. There's a chance of rain
It says next Tuesday.
on one of them.
When the carnival
Yeah, this is next Tuesday.
It says there's a chance of rain. I mean, that could always change.
It's supposed to be
but-
cold.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cold.
Here's the deal.
And I know it's supposed to be outside so they can.
My
Socially
right.
distanced.
Oh my! If they had to put it inside, I'm pretty sure they'd have to cancel
There'd
it.
be
Because they
like
did
10
that last
people
year.
going.
Huh?
Like the drag show, there'd only be like 10 people allowed to go to the carnival at a
Yeah.
time.
No, last
Turn
year.
little kids away.
Last
no
year,
candy.
last year it rained. They had to pull it inside. We did really well. We did really well last time. Whenever we were doing all of the. Sorry, I'm messing with audio stuff. We did really well last time when it was inside because we kind of were forced to. Everyone was forced together and like cracked in like sardines, and we had a cotton candy machine, which was like the best thing ever. Cause
I love cotton candy.
oh my goodness, it
Good
just
stuff.
it brings people in.
Mhm.
If it rains, they could not, in good faith, pack us together like that. Specifically, like we all get the emails of like we've had more students than usual getting infected. If they were to put it inside, it would be such a risk.
Yeah.
Especially with little kids.
Oh
coming.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
those kids are covered in sickness, even on a good day.
But
Yeah.
if they aren't, if we pack in there like that, they will be.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
it's so the carnival is a little iffy, just because it is at risk to weather. However, the haunted house should be fine. And those are both next week. Fun if you listen to this immediately. Otherwise, if you're listening to this at a later date, what are you doing?
I mean, thanks for coming back, but like
Thanks for
this
coming
is all
back,
new, old news
Yeah.
now.
Cole has answered a question. ODI has been doing some recording and streaming the Office of Diversity and Inclusion and international programs.
Oh.
So perhaps the drag show was recorded because I believe it was put on by ODI.
It was. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Cool.
Little snap, click, crackle, pop. I have to check on something real quick while being the host of the show. So I'm gonna have y'all tell me about your Halloween plans,
Oh
Okay.
yes.
and then I'm gonna
Okay.
cut the audio in y'all's headphones real quick. Don't sweat it.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like a very intricate saw trap. It
Oh.
just got so much scarier. I
Yeah.
couldn't hear myself.
You're gonna have to
Who's
talk into
first?
stuff real quick.
Go ahead, Taylor.
Okay. So I'm going to be a vampire for Halloween.
What
'cause,
type of vampire?
Okay. So I had never seen Twilight before, and I started watching it with one of my friends, and we just finished it. So, anyway, I wanted to find some, cause like if they're on their vegan diet where they don't like target people, they have kind of gold eyes. I couldn't find gold anywhere, so I got the stereotypical, the red contact eyes. But I just purchased like yesterday because in the show they wear it's like the very last movie or whatever, and they're like up against that other team. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. But I don't
I think
know
I've seen
enough.
like the scene you're talking about.
Yeah, and they all have these like cloaks on that are black with hoods, but on the inside it's red.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I found one
Oh.
and I bought it.
love that.
So I'm gonna be a vampire, but I'm gonna be like a vampire themed from Twilight.
Okay. Have you ever done colored contacts before?
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
I just know a lot of cosplayers are like, it hurts so bad. So hopefully,
Because sometimes they're bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found ones that like it said like FDA approved and it's supposed to be like super comfortable and yeah, like you could wear them for up to 24 hours or something. So I mean, I'm obviously not gonna do that, but like it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I got little fangs. I got the more expensive ones where you customize it. So I'm living.
that's dope. I'm excited for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm so excited. Yeah, what you guys gonna be for Halloween?
So I'm gonna be the sun.
Oh,
I got a little crown made. It's
Yeah.
all sparkly, made out of zip ties.
yeah,
And then I have a gold sparkly shirt and gold pants.
nice.
I have these like sticker things that are gold that go like that.
Yeah,
Kind of swirls and over my eyebrows.
that's so cute.
They'll probably be crooked after I put them on, but
No,
it's fine.
It'll still look
so
good.
cute.
Yeah.
So are you like going with anyone else like where they would
Yeah.
be like the moon?
My roommate is gonna be the moon, and our
Oh.
friend is gonna be the stars.
So cute. So
Isn't that
cute.
adorable?
I nailed that.
Yeah.
I guessed that. That's cute. Okay.
What you
I
gonna be?
know on a previous podcast, I said I decided my Halloween costume.
But you've changed.
Yeah,
it.
in true Libra fashion, I've
Ooh.
switched my mind up kind of. We decided. Is that
I'm
almost a
good.
sneeze? What was that?
Bless
I-
you.
I sneezed, but I didn't let it out, so it didn't blow up the audio. Keep
Nice.
going.
Thank you. Me and my girlfriend were going to do Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit, but then I was like, do I want to wear a dress all Halloween? No was the answer to that. So we're looking for alternatives. And we kind of thought of a really cool idea, but even with me, I don't think I can do this in a week's time. 'Cause, you know, Halloween's like next week.
Yeah.
Is that exciting? Halloween's next
Yes.
week.
Yes.
But we were going to do like a xenomorph, and I would be the xenomorph, and she would be Ripley from the Alien movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she just wears like a shirt and like, you know, like a space outfit, but if you're just walking around the station. So that was a cool idea, but then we were like, because I don't want to half do a xenomorph, because that's like my favorite thing. Are y'all familiar with Monster High? Were you one of those kids?
I was watching the movie like right before I came to work,
Perfect.
and I have the dolls.
So you know Draculaura and Claude?
Yes.
Draculaura is the little vampire and Claude is her boyfriend. It's Claudine's brother, I believe. We're going to do that, I think.
That's gonna be so cute.
Yeah. Hey, did we
Cute,
ever
cute.
decide if we're doing
Nice.
something at the station for like a Halloween costume?
I'm pretty sure you're allowed to wear
Your costume.
your costume as long as it's not super obnoxious. As for an event, I don't really think so.
Hey, one of my
Okay.
teachers is actually giving. I was looking through assignments.
Yeah.
Try to be on top of your assignments. Don't fall behind like
On
I did.
Canvas.
Yes. But I was on Canvas and I was looking through my assignments, and it said extra credit Halloween. Come to class/Zoom dressed in your costume, and I was like,
Oh.
done.
Yes.
Easy.
I had one of those
Easy.
classes once. It was
Easy
the best.
peasy.
I dressed up as the Bill that year from, you know, like Schoolhouse Rock
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And I learned the song and I stood up and I sang it. That was my favorite
Fantastic.
Halloween
That's
costume.
cute.
It was
Wow.
so good.
Have you decided what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm just a bunch of teeth.
Have you decided how you're doing that?
Oh, costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you currently?
Just a bunch of teeth.
Just a bunch of teeth.
Ignore that previous comment.
I said nothing. No, I don't know. Just because I don't know if I have enough time to build something right now.
See, that's why I'm going like more makeup route, because I can like
Mhm.
do makeup instead of.
I've always wanted to just go as a bunch of teeth, though. I want to. This is the full goal. I'm so sorry. This is the full goal. Is 3D print a mask that's very like thin to the face, and then get some wires built into it, so that I like mechanical wires, so I can just open my jaw and unhinge it like a beetle.
Oh,
Be all spooky scary like that.
nice.
But it looks very normal. Like, is the idea just like, hey, everything's fine. Like, I'm just a totally normal dude. That's really the
Fun.
main goal there. Aside from that, it's mostly just makeup and like liquid latex,
Yeah.
sticking things into
Mhm.
my.
Cool.
What is a zombie?
Into
one?
my.
Into my. I'll stick these teeth into my arm. Yeah, no, my stuff is very simple. I wanted to. I had a crazy idea last night of like going as the main character from the new upcoming video game Scorn.
That would. It's a week away.
I know.
He said, "I'm gonna take the biggest project I could."
I'll just not show up to anything, and then they'll arrest me for being too horrible. You saw the stuff for Scorn. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. We got in-game renderings the other day on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, it
I've not
looks
seen them.
so good.
Do y'all know what that video game is?
No. No.
Okay.
Y'all know H.R. Geiger?
You know Xenomorph. What I was
You
talking
know what is?
about.
You know what is?
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
The monster from the movie Alien.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what a xenomorph
Taylor
is.
still doesn't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Shay.
Cool.
H.R. Geiger designed that, and a lot
Yeah.
of his art is very much a amalgamation of
Teeth.
It's mechanical
Yeah.
and body. It's like organic machinery.
yeah.
Mm.
Is what he
Basically,
describes it as.
it's beyond the situation of like transhumanism, like Jake always talks about, of like
Mhm.
just stick a laser in there. It's gone farther than that, where the organic has grown over the mechanical, and the mechanical has been designed to seamlessly be able to be grown on by the organic. They're very like
They're one.
they're harmonious with each other.
Mhm.
Is a lot of his art,
Hmm.
and then later on it got a lot darker and weirder and gross.
Yeah, his house. He did his whole house like that. It was pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Beyond that, it's I've always enjoyed the like sort of an organic mechanism. There was a book series a long time ago called Leviathan
Yes.
that had like two countries were fighting each other. One had like full on diesel punk. Everything was robots that were walking and
Mhm.
just run
Nice.
like not. It was beyond steampunk because they had like
Mhm.
oil
Yeah.
that they were actually using, but then the other country was fabricated organisms that were designed with specific tasks.
Hmm.
So one of them grew their stuff, the other one built their stuff. And they were like at war, and there was the whole like political drama and like crazy stuff. But they had a whale that flew, that was cool.
Ooh.
And they had a car that ran physically, like with 6 feet,
Huh.
and that was cool.
Neat.
Love him.
Both are my favorite. Those are my two babies. I put them in. I carry them around.
I put them in my pocket.
I put them I put them in my pocket, separate but close, because they hate each other. They're using muskets to get after each other. Some of my favorite stuff, though, has always been like an organic thing. That's why I think Carrion is like literally the best video game ever made. It's not a game to me. It's like a weekend release. It's like I want to go be a monster that eats a bunch of people, and I'm made out of too many tongues. It's good. It's good stuff.
Cool.
Halloween. What next? What actual things can we talk about?
You said you got 7.
Yeah.
Halloween plans. No, we did that. KTRL stream. So, this is a little bit of like
Advertising.
a little bit of advertising. Basically, Shay and I have been at work for a long time, and now Taylor and Rissa have been added into the project. This will
Mhm.
eventually encompass everyone. We have, if listeners of the podcast and of the show, we work here at a radio station. This radio station is twofold: KXTR 100.7 The Planet and KTRL 90.5. Currently, for those of the visual experience, we are sitting in KTRL 90.5. That's a standard radio station. You can pick it up almost anywhere. As of yesterday, we purchased and I set up us a new encoder using Samcast.
Hey, Sam Cass.
Hi, Rissa. I pointed that direction. Now she's confused.
We're clapping
should-
for you.
Yay!
Rissa.
I have to take her picture after this. Just more weird, like, website stuff. A lot of administrative work this week. This stream can be found at tarletonradio.com. If you go over to there, you click on tarletonradio.com, it will play you 90.5. In the mornings, we have mostly news shows off of NPR. We're an NPR classical and jazz station for the most part. And then every single week from 1 to 3 p.m., we have local hosts come in and give us a variety of different shows. And then the weekend is just a shotgun. Shay, you know.
Yeah. do.
Oh, we had a question, actually.
Okay.
And you're a music person, so you should have the answer to this.
Mm.
Otherwise,
No pressure.
Baroque music.
Okay.
Is it classical?
Would you consider it like in a classical genre? Because what it's
Yeah.
for is like the post we want to do.
No. Let her fail.
Excuse me.
I'm not mean. I don't eat children. Anyway,
I'm not a baby eater.
I don't think y'all understand how much y'all bully me
for
at work
the
constantly.
post, does it need to be in like the classical group or a specialty show group?
Well, the Baroque era, I would consider it classical, but it's not as like what we think of as classical.
Yeah.
Like Baroque was like where everything was super detailed and everything was like overdone and pretty and details and everything.
Mhm.
Like the buildings and stuff that they built during the Baroque era, it was, well, after that, right after the Baroque era is when they simplified everything.
Mhm.
And they're like, okay, that was too much. We need to calm it down. So,
It was too much.
so yeah, I mean, I would put it as classical because it is still technically classical. There's just a lot of like embellishments in
Mhm.
the music. Like instead of having 3 notes, like going na na na, it would be da.
Oh.
But like it's still
Mozart.
the same. It's still the same 3. It's still the same structure.
It's
But, like,
spicy classical.
there was more- They just
That's
decorated
jazz.
everything.
It is just.
Yeah.
Jazz is the spiciest of all
Yeah.
musics.
They just decorated everything in the Baroque era, from buildings to music. So I would count it classical. It's just like they were being extra about it, but it's I'd call
Okay.
it classical.
Was Mozart during the Baroque era? Is that where a lot of his stuff came
No,
from?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I can be wrong.
That's
that,
probably.
that
well,
was music history
I
from
just-
a hot minute ago.
I just know one of the biggest like claims like against Mozart was like, "Hey, bud, you're doing way too much.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're quite literally using every single note all the time."
Oh, then he probably wasn't, because if it was the Baroque era, then they would have
They would have loved it.
ate it up.
Yeah.
I really don't think he is. It's been too long since I took that class
Yeah.
specifically.
I never took that class. I'm just a weird nerd.
Yeah, my last class I took music history wise was world music, where they talk about like throat singing and Mongolian
good stuff.
and like Indian music. It's so cool.
Indian music theory is crazy.
Oh,
it's a
dude.
whole nother
Oh,
system. It's
it's
based on a
so
whole
cool.
nother system. It's crazy.
Yeah, like they hit.
I learned that in
like-
academic decathlon.
Oh,
Oh.
it's so cool.
Shout out
Have you
Fossil
ever seen
Rage.
they over there they have to, the percussionists, they have to learn how to count before they're allowed to play it.
Mm.
So, like, it's just so cool. Like, if you look up, you could just look up, like, Indian percussion counting or
Mhm.
something. And they have to count it, but it sounds like the instrument. Like, there's a video out there of this guy playing the drums, and he's got, like, it's like a finger drum.
Mm.
And he's, like, going a million miles an hour with these drums on his fingers. And then he stops, and then he's, like, like, doing the pattern
Yeah.
with
Oh,
his
wow.
voice. It's
Oh,
intense.
their focus on vocals is crazy.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we listened to a full-on examination of how to sing the octave.
Yeah,
the,
they,
like,
they sing in like
octave,
partials,
semis.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have like so many different semis, and they use a whole nother
Mhm.
scale of
Yes.
counting. It's to like 14. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't want
yeah.
to say anything else beyond this because I don't remember that information.
Yeah,
Like,
they-
again, it's been since high school.
Yeah, they use in like
crazy.
semitones. They
Yeah.
sing in semitones. Like if, like in a vocal class, you know, we have our scales that we hit, and even like a half step is pretty small,
Mhm.
but there's like even smaller, and they hit in between, and it just like, oh, like
Yeah.
if I hit not an F or an F sharp, and I'm kind of in the middle,
Yeah.
they would look at me like, oh, you're out of tune. Like you need to hit an F or a F sharp.
Mhm.
And but there it's like a
Oh,
whole different
yeah. Oh, you're hitting
ballgame.
like an an F sharp
Something.
sharp, or like you're there's a name for adjustments of that.
Yeah.
Just like with cardinal directions, it's like
Yep.
you could be north, south, east, west. It's like, no, we're north, northeast.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
You can do that?
It's so cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, I think technically yes.
Okay.
Classical.
Baroque is
I
classical.
love that we got
We
there
got
from that.
Oh yeah. We have a
We
bunch.
came
You have a
back
bunch
around.
of. Got a bunch of college students in a room talking about like things that
Their
they
major.
like and their majors or their interests.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be this way.
Ciao, dude.
All right.
What's next?
We can talk about the new golf cart we got.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
figured. Yeah,
Oh
we could
my
talk about the
God.
golf cart.
Me
So
trying to
everyone-
back it
It's
up.
fun.
Everyone's got that training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do slow vehicle training. Did anyone's map work for the training?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Nope.
So just Taylor.
Oh. It's okay.
Yay.
Yes.
I've
Yay,
driven
my
the
map.
cart.
I've driven it.
Shay's driven the cart. Rissa didn't want to.
Oh, man.
Carly
I just rode with Shay.
didn't want to drive.
Yeah.
Taylor.
I desperately want to drive,
Then
but
go-
I only got to ride. So it's okay. I'll get to
Oh,
drive
I see.
You can
Saturday.
drive Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive
No,
Saturday.
I offered the keys up, and both of you just
Oh.
said nothing.
I was too entranced by looking at it. I think I did not hear you say,
Mm,
but it's okay.
all right.
It's
Well,
alright. I will have plenty of
it's a f-
opportunity.
It is a triple decker. It's got, I don't know if that's the right terminology.
I
got-
feel
Isn't
like
that
would be
up?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire station can sit on the top of it. No, it's 3 rows of seats, but the last row folds out into a storage rack, meaning we're able to put all of the station's equipment for events on it, which is going to make when next semester cracks open with the tailgates so much easier, because y'all might not remember or know, but we go to the tailgates for work. We
cool.
go to them and we play music and whatnot and give out promo items. It's great. But usually you have to take that yellow cart, and it's the longest walk in the entire world
I bet.
with that cart.
The
But
yellow
now-
cart is
yes.
a pull thing for people
Yeah,
who
I
don't know.
guess-
It's
I
not
guess-
a driving situation.
So the cart that Cole doesn't like, she wants to paint it a different color. I said no. That's too much.
Should be purple.
No. Don't encourage her,
It's purple.
because then she'll start making
Cole,
other
are you
changes.
listening?
We could put sparkles, kind of like a galaxy.
Because we're the
'Cause
planet.
The planet.
We should make our golf cart purple.
Yeah.
With just
Heck yeah.
It's not ours
little
to paint,
flag.
though.
But if we did and we did a good job, do you think they'd really get mad?
there are all kinds of purple ones out there. They're not gonna notice.
Yeah. I feel like that's still vandalism,
the
even
way
if it's
he's just
for
like turned to blue.
even though we're making it better. I feel like it'd still
Yeah.
be vandalism.
I said put one of our little aliens as a hood ornament, and that got vetoed
Heck
too. So
Yes, we should do that. That's not hurting anybody.
Exactly.
You're just not funny, Ethan. You don't
So
you don't
your
understand.
I'm not-
silence speaks
Yeah,
volumes.
I'm not the
Yeah.
fun
You've
one.
said enough.
I'm
Yeah.
all right, no, go ahead. Keep on.
Yeah.
Golf cart.
Golf cart.
Me and Shay
Yeah.
drove it. It's really hard on steering.
Yeah.
I figured
Oh,
something out.
yeah.
Figured something out about it. Faster you're moving, easier to turn,
Oh.
which is so dangerous.
Yeah. I shouldn't need to. Oh, I gotta turn. Better speed up. Like that should not
Better
be
get
the move.
going. No, you have to though. There's no power steering. So this three-layered golf cart, extra long compared to any other cart that you've ever experienced before. It's the longest thing in the entire world. Super narrow, but doesn't feel like it. Has all these great amenities. But if you want to just turn,
You
like
can't.
on the spot, you're sitting there, you're like wrenching it over, and then you think you've gotten any angle on it. You go to start driving, you're just like a little off to the left, just barely turning
And
anything
you have to
whatsoever.
like press the gas down just to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't just tap it lightly.
Uh-huh.
No.
It's electric, man. You all or nothing. That's how lightning works.
Fun.
We put lightning in a bottle, it doesn't want to be there.
Well, it needs to.
Get over it,
Move.
lightning.
Get over it, bottle lightning. That's what batteries are. It's the bottle of lightning.
Ooh, I got a fun fact about batteries.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Okay. So you know the Energizer Bunny?
Yes.
Okay, you know how he plays the drums?
Yes.
Do you know
Mhm.
why he plays the drums?
So-
No.
Because it's
Mas- he's the
marketable.
mascot.
So in marching band,
Oh.
there's like percussion,
Mm.
but the drums of the marching band are
They were
technically
electric the
called,
entire time. No,
they're technically called the battery. So
Oh.
the reason the bunny plays the drums is because he's in the battery.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're telling me they put a rabbit in my battery?
No, he just plays.
There's a
he's-
tiny
he's
marching
in-
band in my battery.
Yep.
So
Yep,
my
this is the
little black
percussion
my
section.
little black parade is chilling in all of those bad boys.
Yep. But anyway, fun fact: someone who made that design was probably in marching band.
I'm glad it's really thorough. I thought you were kind of about to throw a Mandela effect at me, and I wasn't ready for any more
Yeah,
of
be like,
those.
he actually started wearing slippers.
Yeah, it's like he plays the drums, right? Wrong, it's cymbals, and I was gonna be like, no,
You were like,
no.
Yep, it's
No.
symbols now.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting this.
Yeah.
I'm just full of fun facts.
Mm, Well, that's
You were
good.
talking about batteries or electricity or something. Got me
She
thinking
saw her
about it.
opportunity and she took it.
I did. I did. Now,
Great.
now you learned something.
Dude, I'm
We
for
all
sure
learn
telling
something
people.
You
Yep.
should.
Yeah.
That's really
I'm
cool.
I'm
dope.
telling.
Percussion section of marching band.
Yeah.
It's called the battery. That's why Bunny plays drums.
All
It's
right.
the battery.
Sick as.
Nice.
Ciao, dude.
Nice.
I
Every
came
time you
up
do this from now
Nice.
on, I'm thinking of that
the
video.
video.
Nice.
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 Y'all gotta see it. It's great.
Nutrition.
Take your vitamins.
No, I said to do good,
Yeah.
but didn't
Shay
take my
was-
idea. You just said nice.
You think he's
Shay-
vetoing our ideas?
Just don't do it when I'm around.
Don't do what?
That's the thing. You're asking permission when I ask forgiveness and my things happen.
See, but it was your video, and I gave you a suggestion, and you should have took my suggestion to
You
make it
wouldn't
even
have.
better.
You wouldn't have let the video even get filmed. You know it.
I would have too. I would have said no children being eating.
That was
That's
the
the
whole.
entire
the
video.
whole reason.
Mm-mm.
The little dancing part. Oh, the computer wants to reboot.
Get out of here.
No, sir.
If I do it right now,
No.
No.
Please.
end everything right here and now.
My favorite
The
part
recording,
is
that
the
is.
beginning of the video with this, just them like
Little happy tree
Walking
friend
around.
sounds.
Yeah. They're having a lot of fun. They're doing a bunch of little
I
noises.
love it.
And
Little
and
rituals.
yeah, they're doing a little ritual, and
Yeah.
then I come in, I notice what's going on. I just,
I think it's hilarious when you pick one up and it's like,
they all stop.
Yeah,
and look.
and they stop and turn. Gets me
Yeah.
every single time.
I like just how loud I left that wood chipper noise.
Yeah.
It is great.
All little bones crunching.
Brings me joy every time. They are some hard little boys
yeah, it's
too.
the plastic.
They are some dense plastic. They glow in the dark.
That's
You
all the
Yes.
glow in the dark ability.
should-
That's
you
the
should
crunchy
come-
part.
You should come you should come up to the station, try and win one. Do something to appease us.
Yeah.
Do a little dance. Walk in, say nothing. Just do a little dance. We'll
And then just hold your hand out in a kneeling position of just like,
finish with jazz
Please.
hands that goes into a pose.
please. Please.
Spire alien.
Spare alien.
Bruh, we could make merch with them, like turn them into little earrings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Little
god.
necks.
We only have
Yeah.
like 300 of them.
Yeah. That's
I love the
150
term
pairs
only
of earrings.
300.
In promo items?
I know, but like,
That's nothing.
but
You
just
could-
in general terms, like we only have
only
300.
have
You could put one
300.
to a ring. I think the earrings would be cool.
I
I'd
think
wear 'em.
variants would be dope.
We need to
Especially
tape one on
glow in the dark.
Alien's shoulder. Have his little conscience.
Aw.
This
Can
one
we-
wanted to.
That's so
Go ahead.
cute.
Okay, I
No, go
wanted,
ahead.
because you know how he's inflatable, so
Yeah.
we do
Yeah.
have entryway to alien.
Oh,
wanna-
no.
We put them in there, and he becomes a maraca that glows in the dark.
True.
And if that's not the most alien thing I've ever seen,
Speaking of Alien, our video comes out
our
tomorrow.
video comes out tomorrow. I can't believe
Yeah.
Shay.
Y'all's video comes out tomorrow.
It's funny.
Carly and Shay made the video for this week. Taylor's in it, just for a moment.
Oh.
Her last moment.
Yeah.
That's our last
Her
moment.
last,
Last
moment.
moment.
Dun, dun, dun.
After tomorrow,
Wow,
Tyler
oh my
won't be
goodness.
Yeah.
You guys murdered an actual person on camera, but I'm in trouble for eating an
That's not a-
unidentified organism?
Here. We didn't do it. He did.
Alien did.
Yeah.
Also, Kirk's in there.
Didn't
so,
he
like,
get in
did
trouble?
your video have Kirk? No.
The
Therefore,
Oscar
we get the
nominee?
pass. Oscar nominee, Kirk Wise will also be in our video this
Yes.
Friday. So
I taught them everything they know, and they're doing this to me.
it's tyranny.
I taught them everything. This is mutiny. See, you say tyranny from where you stand, but from me, it's mutiny. I'm here to help you. I'm here to share information. I taught you about ISO. I taught you about distances.
Hey,
focal
talk
length.
about. Can we bring up the ghost real quick in real Halloween spirit?
Okay, go ahead.
So, my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and I brought my parents into the studio to be like, "This is where I work. Isn't that cool?"
Oh,
then,
and I like absolutely messed up the code for you.
Yeah, we did not get into one of the studios. It's fine.
Got it fixed. Won't happen again.
It's fine. But we were here. My roommate, as we were walking out, she came with us. She was like, hey, you said there was a ghost, right?" And I was like, "I hate that you're bringing this up, but yeah, there is." And basically, she's standing like right outside the door in which the room we're in, and it sounded like somebody had a pin in Kirk or Lance's office that is closed, and threw it into the kitchen.
No.
Yeah, and she was like, nobody was back there. She was the most far back, and she was just standing there.
Was
So
there
she
a
heard
pin?
that.
Was there a pin in there?
No, like she kind of, I saw her dip in there, and I was like, "What's your business?" But she was, it was because she was checking for a ghost. And then the camera with the shutter speed thing,
Yeah?
that was weird,
What?
cause none of us had messed with it. I hadn't messed with
when
the shutter
was,
speed.
When was this?
The other day you were like, "Hey, did you mess with the shutter speed? It's at like some ungodly number.
Oh yeah, it was like at 1/300.
My
Yeah, like
computer's
somebody's trying-
possessed.
It was insane.
Oh my God, Shay gets bombarded.
Oh yeah,
it's
Shay gets
possessed.
so many like antivirus ads.
Our ghost is getting very poltergeisty.
We
He's-
should
Get
go
involved.
full on ghost hunters. Set a camera up here at night, have it running.
Hey, we could start a stream.
A stream looking for the ghost. Just
Yeah.
get a bunch of cameras on fans.
Mm-hmm. See?
It's a good idea actually. Hang on. Okay, message Lance. Hey Lance, so we all definitely believe in the supernatural and the afterlife and the fact that ghosts exist. We have a ghost in the station,
And we want to catch
and
it.
we want to catch it. You got any-
I'm sick of this guy.
I'm sick of this guy. He's causing so many troubles. So many problems. We used to. All right. I don't want to alarm anybody, but y'all hear the buzzing?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there when we started.
You're right.
This?
This buzzing right now in the headphones. It's not gonna
Oh.
be picked up on the video
You're
or
right
on
though.
the stream. The buzzing actually started when we started talking about the thing that Carly wanted to talk about.
No.
See the
You're
Don't do
right.
that.
I just
Don't do
didn't think
that.
about it.
I'm just being completely honest and fair there.
You're right, because it's not really loud enough to pick up buzzing. Because usually if you have
Yeah.
it up really, really loud,
Yeah.
it'll buzz. But we're
Yeah.
not that loud
No.
in our headphones.
Our headphones are at the same measurement as the monitor.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, indeed.
Don't look at me, man.
Ghost.
I would just like to put it out there for any beyond spirits
Yeah.
that I respect y'all.
Mm.
I want no scraps, no beef, no nothing.
Here's what I like to think, and me and Cole came up with this idea a long time ago. I just don't think. I think that the way that ghosts work, in some sense, is that they don't know that they're
dead.
a ghost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're walking around and like interacting with stuff, but in their world, we're the ghosts.
There's a. Oh,
Hey,
that's kind of a
so-
spoiler. There's a
so
good
what?
movie about that.
Uh,
I think it's called like Haunter on Netflix or something. It's
Well,
pretty interesting.
Going back to Beetlejuice at the beginning, they didn't know they were ghosts. They
Exactly.
didn't
Oh, true,
realize
true,
it.
true.
exactly.
Full circle.
Oh.
It was a good Halloween.
Wild.
Good Halloween stuff here.
Yeah.
When we talk spooky, Taylor's like, mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Taylor's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't talk as much with spooky. I
turning
just
all my
have
lights
no
on
experience.
after I'm done. No
Thanks,
spook-
guys. I'm gonna go sit in there with every
Yeah.
single light
Yeah.
on.
Taylor's had all the cool
Yes.
and fun experiences. She's like,
Yeah.
a couple of months ago, we were talking about some ad read, and she was just like, "Yeah, I've been to Spain."
Oh,
I'm
I
in
went
the-
to Poland and that was fun.
All right.
Hung out in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
People like that story.
Casual.
My stories are never fun.
I've been
I
to
just can't
Bolivia.
relate.
I camped in the mountains of Bolivia.
See, I'm at no point am I mad or envious of you. It's just a level of like I can't relate to you because when my stories start, it was like at age 10 I pulled a man out of a lake, and it goes down from there.
Nice.
Taylor's kind of like we're sitting around like a fire, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, this one time."
This-
And
Ooh.
Ethan's we're sitting around a fire, and he has a flashlight under
I
his
was-
face, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Once upon a time."
Taylor has like a group of candles
like,
Yeah.
wild
out
but
in the
spooky
middle
stories.
room. She like turned all the
We
lights
have
down
wine
in
glasses, and
her
we're, like,
house.
swirling them
Yeah,
around
we're like
and
in
stuff.
her house.
Yeah.
That's like
I
nice
am a wine
and
connoisseur.
you got cream colored walls.
Yeah.
You have a dog. Everyone's in like late 20s. Everyone's chilling,
I mean, you're
financially
right.
responsible.
Ethan's stories, you like wake up
I
tied to a
kicked your,
chair.
I kicked your window in. You're like taped down. And I was like, I have to tell someone before I go crazy. I'm gonna unload knowledge from my brain to yours.
Sorry, it's on you now, and then
It's
you
a-
scurry off, and you don't know what he left you with.
Don't- You know, basically, I am from the movie It Follows.
Yes.
That's it. I just whisper a word at you, and you're just like, what? I can see things now. I actually have a fun
Yeah.
aside that deals with that. I came up with some poetry last night.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I'm not gonna share it on here. It's really designed to be like viewed in person.
Oh, I was getting ready to snap.
No, it's slam poetry. It is.
Like that one review we read.
Did y'all hear that
What?
squeaky in your
Yeah,
headphones?
it's the
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hate that.
That's the ghost.
That's
Well,
straight
I
up
know he's
sounded
not gonna get in
sque-
my head because my
normal.
thoughts are too scary for him.
Jesus
Thank you,
Oh,
Shay.
excuse me, that was funny.
If Shay goes missing,
Oh.
she's
if
off.
I'm not at,
No,
if I'm not here Saturday,
from that
You
we
should
should
be
be worried
worried.
about if
The
the
ghost.
ghost goes missing. Yeah.
Like, Shay, what'd you do with him? He's like, he's in my little box. I'm like, what box? He's like, the box in my house.
the box under my bed.
Yeah, he lives with
Yeah.
me now. You like go in, you see a jar that's just full of
He's my
full
prisoner.
of, see a jar full of dust, and it's like, let me out, please. This one's crazy, and you're like, come here.
You break it, he starts floating up like I'm free.
And
She
you
just
grab
taps
him.
him in another one.
She just grabs it, throws him in another jar.
Oh, no, not today, bro.
Nuh-uh.
Gotcha. And he's like, please, with the torment.
It's like, please, I'm putting you in the stove. He's like, not the stove.
Shay would let her cats play with the ghost.
Exactly.
You know, that's exactly what she would do.
You'd put them in round jars so they roll around.
Yep.
They're
A
like,
little hamster
Little
ball.
hamster wheel.
with a
Yeah.
little hot dog.
Mhm. Oh
It's
yeah.
like, you're never leaving now.
It's like, you're not done till they're done with you. And they live to between 3 to 7 years. And I'm getting more. Like, no.
Hey, I have a cat that's still living, and he's like 13, 14.
Yeah, they
now.
Yeah, I had a
live
cat
a
that went
long
like
time.
14 for me.
Because your cats eat people, Shay. It's because your cats eat the
They're
souls
supposed
of
You
to
keep
live.
adding to their
Yeah,
lives.
Yeah, you keep feeding them.
I feed ghosts to them, that's why.
Yeah, the souls of the damned.
So just know, ghost, I'm coming for you.
Wow. Okay.
I'm scared of I want to keep this boy safe now. I'm gonna find out its name. I had a ghost in my apartment when I first moved into Tarleton.
Oh.
I had a ghost in my room. It was the
Ooh.
ghost
Like,
of a
on
child.
campus?
Yeah, he was in my
Pretty
dorm.
sure.
He was the ghost of a child. He lived in my bathroom.
Little
He
bathroom ghost.
liked to run on the sinks.
That's terrible.
He liked to knock on the walls. We had a communication system. I can go get the journal. I can go bring it to y'all.
The little book, or is it
Yeah.
a separate journal?
It's totally different.
Okay.
I keep them separate. I'd go crazy if I'm just running through my stuff on like a normal day. I was like, did I get all my chores done for the day? His name was this. He was this years old. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get him done today.
That's not my
I would
recipe.
blow my.
That's funny.
Jeez. We found out there was another ghost in my buddy's apartment that like lived in the fridge. It was crazy.
I had a ghost growing up. It's pretty fun.
Go ahead.
Until it tried to throw something at my friend.
Phys-
I was
like-
playing Guitar Hero. You know, the
Mm.
good old days.
No,
when
wait.
were
You still have ghosts.
That's besides the
You were
point.
telling me the other day.
There's a specific little fella. I'm playing Guitar Hero, and my friend is like laying on my bed, and she's like reading a book or doing whatever it was a Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I didn't care. She's like chilling, and y'all know, you remember like DS, like
Yeah.
a Nintendo
Mhm.
DS,
Yeah.
how they had
Nintendo
like the
DS.
case where like you could hold your DS and all the little games.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was sitting on. Let me
Little
give you the
micro-
layout. I'm here. There's a bed. My friend's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a desk on the other side of the room
with the case on it.
with the case on it, not on the edge, not like on it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, absolutely killing it at Guitar Hero, and then all of a sudden the case goes flying past me, like it like doof, doof, and like lands near my TV.
You were like, bro, don't throw my DS.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, my DS was never in there. I had that boy charging. It just had games in it, but I was like, what the heck? And then my friend was like, Carly, it's rude to throw things at people. And I went and turned around. I was like, so
my hands are busy.
yeah, I was like, one, playing a video game. Two,
Mhm.
over here. So how did I throw it from that way? And
My
she like,
back never turned.
she closed her book and was like, you didn't throw that at me? And I was like, you didn't throw that at me? And we both collectively put down our things and ran at such a speed up my stairs and went to my parents. We were like, like Kurt's cowardly dog them real quick. It was horrifying.
And your parents are sitting there just like, well, get saved.
Yep.
Mhm.
My mom got me sage for my birthday.
Nice.
She was like, I figured you'd
Ah.
live in a dorm. And I was like, I can't burn that in here.
Why?
It's going to set off every smoke alarm ever.
Just
Yeah, they sensitive.
I mean, you're not supposed to have a toaster, but
Shay.
I don't have
She
one.
knows somebody who has a toaster.
I got a friend. I got a guy. I got a toast guy.
Nice.
Jeez. So, ghosts. We ended it on ghosts.
Cool.
A lot better than last week when we just ended it on skincare. I'll enjoy this
Oh.
episode more.
Oh, I brought you a bath bomb.
Oh,
I kid you not. I
Alright.
brought you a
I wish
bath
I could
bomb.
take baths,
was
but
sweet of
all I
you.
have is a
I
shower.
have it. I have
and my
it.
shower just
Now I
likes
don't-
to
Give it
make
to you
the
after
whole
this.
room a
I
shower.
don't know how to use a bath bomb.
You just fill up
Just
the bath.
Put it in there.
Okay.
Get
You
it to the
can-
temperature you want it.
Do you use like a body wash that's not a bar of soap?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Because that was only for bubbles. But
What?
you fill up the water however you want, the temperature, and all
do
you
I
do.
need bubbles?
No, there's just
Just
fun.
adds
but
to it.
all you do is you take
Okay.
it. There's like a plastic wrap
I
on
have
the
a
one that
bottle
I'm
of
giving
wine.
you. Yeah, if you want.
Don't put
Alright.
that in there.
And
You can
then some
drink it though.
You just drop the.
I got some toad
Apple.
livers. I have a bat's eyeball. Do you want me?
He starts making this brew. What sip
my
did you get him?
goodness.
Ethan.
It's like
Brew.
some rose water. It's a nice one.
Oh.
I got you a good one.
Rose water.
You'll smell kind of girly, but your skin will be real soft.
What do you mean smell girly?
Like it's very like fruity, fragrancy flower.
Feminine.
Nice.
What? You put flowers on the dead people who died of the plague. That's as metal as it gets.
My dad
Cool.
has
Pocket full of
used
roses.
like me and my mom's shaving cream for his face because he's like, it smells good.
It
My
does
dad
smell
nared
good.
his arms because he worked construction and stopped wanting to rip paint out of his arm hairs.
Mhm.
So my dad was like, I
Nice.
use Nair. So
Yeah,
Nice.
like I don't see how anyone. I genuinely do not understand how someone could be like, "Oh, it's too girly for me. I'm a man." It's like, "Nah, you're a coward. Now you're
Yeah.
not a man. You're
They'll
a
just
boy."
smell
if you want to
Okay.
smell like a rock, go smell like a rock. I'm gonna be having soft skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, my skin's soft.
Yeah. I think
Ugh.
you'll like it though.
That I've taken down my armor, so when I go to Hades, I can kill efficiently. Idiots.
The devil will be admiring your skin.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh wow, you're really gentle." Like,
Yep.
It's
He-
my turf now.
"What's up? I
You'll be
brought
so smooth, you'll just
I brought
slip out
bubble.
of their grasp.
I brought bubble bath." And they're like, "Oh no, that's the one thing he needed to smuggle in." It's like, "Well, dang, this is pretty nice in here, ain't it?" Tunnel my way back up from hell, let the water pour in from
Yeah.
under the ocean, and then start adding bubbles. Everyone's like, "Dang, it's a sauna in here," and I was like, "I rule here now."
But why does it smell so good?
Why does it
Yeah.
smell? Yeah, nah, sulfur does smell good though. Sulfur's got a good smell.
You can say things.
You had a ghost throw a Nintendo DS case at you, but
No.
I'm in trouble.
Past me. It was like almost my friend. It went past me. though.
I'll come take care of your ghost.
Well, I have a bath bomb
Shay
for
starting
you.
a small
Shade
business.
starts bringing her
Nice.
cats into the
Support your
room.
local business.
Hey man, apparently, animals can see them, like straight up.
Yeah,
oh
my
yeah, like
least
when
favorite.
dogs start barking at random things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite ghost footage video is there's not even like, did you see that? And they go back and like circle it. It's just the animal's reaction to what's going on.
Mm,
That's why it's most believable to me. It scares me every time.
yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna start the outro music, but y'all can keep going. There it is. Listeners, viewers, we come to a close on this here episode. If you showed up late or wish to revisit us, you can find this show on our YouTube channel, Tarleton Radio, as a video, or you can listen in on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere you get podcasts. I know it was a little bit crazy this week. I had a bunch of different points to cover, and we had an audio glitch halfway through, but it all worked out. For updates about the show and other interesting things, make sure to make... What? For updates about the show and other interesting
You're
things
supposed
we
to
make
wait.
here at the station, follow us on the links in the
Oh, no.
description, along with that Twitter video we were talking about. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where you can find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments, or as a review of the show, if you happen to be able to do that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.